Thank you so much for joining us today, Jenny, for March being Women's History Month. And you are really a phenomenal woman making a tremendous difference in so many ways. So I really appreciate you having, time, taking out the time to join me today. And everyone, this is Yenny Toone. Jenny is the Vice President of Early Education, and she does so many other things. And I'm going to allow her to tell you more about what she does herself, because it's pretty amazing. So Jenny, how are you making history now? Tell me about your work, your contribution, what you're doing.
Okay, well, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and to be able to speak a little bit about what we women do, which is a lot in my book. So yes, I am Vice President for Family Centers Early Care and Education programs here at the agency. And it's just phenomenal for me to be able to oversee programs that that just represent so much in the life of a young family. Like families come to us early in their trajectory to being parents, really starting up, in the area of their own careers and launching, as a family. And it's just been amazing to oversee programs that really support families in such an early phase of life. So that's on the professional side, as I would call it, my 9 to 5. That's what I do. And it's been just such an amazing journey. I was telling you earlier that during the pandemic, while other folks were home and really trying to reconfigure themselves, I was really booked and busy, because during that time, it really gave me the time to assess what it was that I was doing, the direction that I wanted to go in my life. And I just felt like there's so many areas of me that I really wanted to explore. And I did that. So during that time, I was promoted to VP. During that time, I launched my own t-shirt and design business, and I have that going. I have my little Etsy store going on. So that's that on that side, because I have such a creative side and I wanted to tap into that.
What's your Etsy store called?
YTD Surrender. So
okay,
look me up.
If people want to find it, what's the website that they could go to?
They could go to ytdsurrenderdesigns.com and go right into my website and see what I have, or go right into the Etsy store, because most of my things are updated in the Etsy store.
Terrific.
So I did that, and I started that. And then at the same time, a couple of girlfriends of mine, talk about women empowerment, we decided that we were going to launch our real estate, business.
I love it.
So we got together and we created For Us Capital Group. We have, it's been in this January 30th was exactly a year that we launched. And we were able to buy property in Milwaukee. We're landlords now. We set up an Airbnb in Florida. So we're Airbnb-ing. And most recently, I got into the international market, and I'm setting us up to be able to sell properties in the Dominican Republic. So I'm so excited. The company is doing well. And I just really realized that that we could be all that we want to be, right? We don't have to stay in one lane. We really can dream big, especially when we work together. Women power coming together is the best way to move things along.
I love it. So not only do you have this C-level position with a nonprofit, but you have a store, a shop, an Etsy shop where you have your own products, and then you have your real estate business. I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. And I feel like you are such a great example of the fact that women can do what they really work hard towards and put their minds to, and just believing in yourself and taking the action and taking the steps and being consistent. And here you are with all of this, it's amazing.
Yeah, and this is while being a wife and a mother, which are completely full-time jobs within themselves.
Absolutely. So what's important to you about the work you do? And I feel like that might be a tough question, because there's so many different aspects of the work. But whatever comes, whatever's most important to you to share, what's important to you about the work you do?
Okay, so basically, I feel like I'm at least during my 9 to 5, which is my main thing, right? I'm building the foundation for learning in children for a lifetime, and really doing it within the holistic approach of while children learn, families learn, right? And that sometimes I find that once children come along, families feel like that's where it ends for them. And no, that's where it really begins. You really can push forward and continue those goals that you have been working towards and really grow, because your children will be watching you grow and they'll desire to grow right along with you. So I think that that's my most passionate, the most passionate area of me is that I love to grow myself and I love to see others grow. So whatever small grain I can put towards that in families is just special to me. And I feel like it's a true gift to be able to watch it happen in families.
Absolutely terrific. That's amazing. And what do you, I mean, there's so many ways that I can just think of that helping other people, right? But how have you seen your work help others? Like what's your takeaway from how it helps them?
I've been able to see families come to us really stuck, either because they don't have childcare or they don't have the resources to go back to school, or they're feeling like there's sort of no way out of their situation. So through the programs that we run here, we are able to provide childcare so that parents can go back to school or work, really help them establish themselves towards self-sufficiency so that they're not dependent on a system or others for support. And the highlight is just when I see, you know, a young mom be able to acquire that education, acquire a job, be stable, get their own place, really get on their feet and have their child growing right alongside of them. It's just a highlight. And I've seen you know, I've been able to, that's why I say it's a gift. I've been gifted with being able to see so many families really grow from where they are to the next level.
Amazing. And I feel like in your business, like with your real estate business, I remember first hearing about it and looking at your website and feeling like, wow, you know, this is really terrific. And I feel like there's also like a social slant to it, right? How do you feel like,
yeah, absolutely. I feel like being a social worker at heart has been the thread that goes through all of the things that I do, because in real estate, you're really either helping somebody acquire a home that they really want and helping them to see that side of it, or being able to, you know, own property and provide residences for others, or provide a home that gives a vacation or a respite to someone else. So there's so much to what it is that I am at heart that goes into the thread of other things. And with my Etsy store, I literally, like, the things that I create are based on the work that I do and what it is that inspires me, or what I see that inspires others that I can put on a t-shirt or on a mug that just means so much. And I've had so many people reach out to me to say like, oh my goodness, that shirt really spoke to me, or I keep my mug with me every day. It's so inspirational. So I really make it the sort of that social work lens, the heartbeat that goes through all of my businesses.
Amazing. Okay, terrific, terrific. And finally, this is going to be my last question, right? How do you feel that you have made a difference? Like, is there a story you'd like to share about, you know, and obviously we'll keep confidentiality complete, but a story, whether it's through your, you know, the nonprofit or your career or within your, either of your businesses, but a way that you've helped an individual, a community, a family, a program, an organization, just that you'd like to share?
Most recently, I started really coaching leaders, and that's something that I've been gifted with being able to do in my position, and being able to see somebody that really was a teacher in a classroom, I believe actually an assistant teacher at the time, and really coaching them to go back to school. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And really having them see that there's no difference in me than them. Because I think sometimes people think that there's this I don't know, golden brain within the mind of somebody that gets somewhere that they just don't have. But that's a fallacy. We all have that magic that runs us and really helps somebody. And I actually have been able to watch somebody go from the trajectory of being an assistant teacher to all the way being in management in a short 2 to 3 years. So it's just amazing to be able to be that guiding voice in the life of others, and to watch them grow and to watch their family evolve and change, you know, through that process.
Absolutely. So, so I'm just going to tackle one more, because I feel like what you have to say is so important. I just want to tackle one more question, Jenny, if that's okay. What do you feel is the secret? What is it that can make someone reach that level of success to a position like what you have, like to actually be able to do some of the things that you've done, and not all, but just some? Like, what does it take?
What does it take? I can just tell you what it took for me. I definitely am a woman of faith, so that's one of the guiding principles in my life. But drive, really taking the time out. I think sometimes we see it as this big mountain, or, you know, that is, you know, unsurpassable, but really you can tackle things a little bit at a time. If you just do one small goal for yourself a day, you know, you really do find that at the end of the week, you've tackled so much, and you didn't have to really give this insurmountable time to it. You really just did one small thing every day. So if people could just put one foot in front of the other, tackle that small goal a day, you will reach your destination in no time.
Terrific. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Yenny Toone, Vice President of Early Education, owner of, I'm sorry, tell me the name again of your real estate group.
Co-owner. Group.
Yeah. And also your Etsy store.
Surrender Designs on Etsy.
Terrific. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.